is one song ever that you wish you would have written?
Live Like You Were Dying. It's just so unique and it speaks to so many people. And I remember sitting at the Grammys when Tim McGraw came out and sang it live, and it was just wow. It's just an incredible song.
Do you have a career moment either that you've had or maybe still hope to have that if it all ended right then, it could all go away because it was all worth it because of that one thing?
Oh, I can't narrow that down to one thing, especially that if it all went away, what would oh gosh. I think being nominated for a Grammy was pretty big, and then being there amongst all these people, I got to announce the Grammy nominees, and I'm standing there with Beyonce and different people, and singing on stage with them. I think that was like one of those moments of, what am I doing here? How did I? I mean, I was so amazed. Tim McGraw had to be with Faith because she was having somebody's howling in the background. That's CRS for you. And they haven't even had a drink yet. Or maybe they have, and we just don't know. But Tim McGraw had to pull out because Faith was having the baby, so they slipped me in to sing in this medley, and I was like in a room rehearsing, and it was Gwen Stefani and it was Beyonce, and I'm standing there going, oh my gosh, and I had to learn it on the fly and perform it on the Billboard Awards. That moment for me was pretty heavy, and I feel like there's been a lot of blessings like that for me.
Who do you feel is your biggest musical influence on your career?
Probably Dolly Parton, because I sang with her when I was little. I mean, I got to open for her, and then I was beside a stage, and she was so nice to me, and she showed me her bus and talked. I said, "I love your outfits. I love your hair. I love your this. I love your everything." And the songs that she wrote, and the stories and everything, and just the fact that she was so real, and you could really connect with her. And then last week, she actually mentioned my new album coming out on Sirius. She talked about it, and it was just like, oh my gosh, Dolly Parton just mentioned my new album, so it would have to be Dolly.
What do you consider probably your most personal song that you've personally ever written?
Probably I'm Still Waiting from my first album because I wrote it about my grandparents. My grandmother had Alzheimer's and we had to put her in a nursing home, and my grandfather talking about her and said, I'm still waiting for her to come back, and I wrote a song about that. That's probably the heaviest for me personally. And then Somebody's Hero, as far as the fans go, would be the one that they connect with so much because it's a real mom's song.
I can relate. I had it right here. Do you have a bucket list career-wise? And if so, what is something that is still not checked off?
Oh gosh. Well, I've never sung with Sting. That would be nice. I love him. I'm a huge fan. Probably, I'd say singing with someone like Vince Gill, someone I've always really looked up to, would be incredible. And I got so close. I've done 2 duets with Michael McDonald, and he's one of my favorite singers. But it was supposed to be Vince Gill, and then Vince couldn't make it, and I was like, oh, I just love him. But you know what? Michael McDonald was a pretty good fill-in. Yeah.
Vince is still on the list.
Still on my bucket list, yeah.
I bet you know.
Well, he's sung with everybody else, so it's about time he does something with me.
If you could pick one person to go out on the road with, tour with, co-headline, whatever, anyone, living, dead, who would you pick?
Oh my gosh, that's got to be hard. I'm going to have to say more than one. Celine Dion I would pick just to be able to hear her sing and to see the amazing life she probably lives, just to watch it all in action. But you know what's amazing about the really big stars is they are like off stage and on their plane and going home that night. So that sort of thing is a little bit of a disappointment. Like, oh, you mean I'm not going to get to hang out with you because you just flew off in your plane? I've had that experience where I'm like, I thought we were going to be backstage. I thought we were going to be hanging at catering and all that stuff. And it's like, no. The bigger they are, the more they're busy and off to their next experience. But probably someone like that just has she's so professional and so is always such a great singer and always brings it. And when you think about someone who's been a star for that many years, maybe Garth Brooks. I mean, he's incredible to me. Anyone who can go out on stage with a guitar, that special he did on TV, and blow people away with his stories and his mannerisms. He's so down to earth. He's so funny. So someone like him, I'd love to tour with and just hang out and hear their stories.
I bet you he hangs out.
I feel like he would. Yeah, and Trisha, she's just one of the sweetest people you'll ever meet. So I know
She could cook for you.
Oh yes, that's a perfect combination. Thank you. Can you put that out there for me, please?